Hello, hello, hello. What did you guys think of that? Oh my god, I hear myself. Ah! Okay, stopped that from happening. That was freaky as hell. Um, nice. They want me to do a verification on my phone so I can change my YouTube logo. Yes, it's me. Uh, that's the number on the screen. There we go. So also, if you do a quick refresh, you'll see the new logo as part of just like everything going on, which is exciting. But anyway, welcome to the stream. And we're going to do some more Space Engineers building tonight. Just relax. But also just enjoy the new funky beats. So, I've done some changes to this ship. And I've finished a bit of armor. And I'll show them to you in a moment. But, let me just pop back over to my OBS. We have transitions and waiting screens and stuff. And we have... Now, I don't have my microphone on that particular scene because I don't want my microphone on that scene, but I could just like show that to you and then come back. But like, look at those transitions, man. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at you being all fancy. I know, I'm fancy. But yeah, we've got all sorts of things. Like, I got even more stuff in this. Like, I haven't gone through all of the files that they've sent me, and also I'm doing a couple last bits of revisions, and that will be like there's a new YouTube intro as well, and a new YouTube outro, and all sorts of stuff for that. But there's just a couple of revisions to those, but in general, we've got this would be my main scene. Like, I have some... Oh, I still have to set up the Streamlabs stuff so that there'll be alerts and they'll pop up correctly. I haven't done that yet. But we have the different scenes here. So I can't talk because they're not on there yet, my microphone. But I'll just go through here. There's the be right back. There's the starting soon. There's the ending soon. There's the just chatting, where I could eventually have my webcam. And there's also just a blank scene here. I'll show you the blank one. So yeah, that's all the different scenes I've got to set up so far. You can see the starting soon scene had some pretty awesome music. I'm going to go through a bunch more music, find some more stuff, and get it all figured out. And then yes, Doggo Cam is soon. I'm actually just reorganizing furniture in my room so that Doggo Cam can be like right beside me and just on the floor. But I will take my webcam that I do have and I'll mount it to my desk facing straight down, or like facing off to the angle down towards Sasha, and then we'll have Doggo Cam in the future. But for now, we have all that fancy shit. So I'm very excited. That's something I've been working on in the background for the last several weeks. I know I haven't been making that many videos recently, but Nat the Gnome here has been working really hard on Season 5, and it's just about ready. And I've been working hard on sort of updating the channel, and that is just about essentially ready. And, yeah. We're going to do some more Space Engineers tonight. We're going to do some more ship design. I want to sort of finalize this build and then maybe make another, maybe a more utility ship, like a cargo ship. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, look in the chat here. Lee is asking, where did I get my name from? So, my Kanajashi name came from my Guild Wars character, the original Guild Wars. What I did is I was making a monk in that game, a healer, and I went onto one of those online free, like, fantasy name generators, and I hit random a bunch of times until it came up to something, and I was like, that sounds kind of interesting. But I was also a giant weeb, so I tried to Japanify the name. And so I made it sound more Japanese, and that's where Kanajashi came from. That was basically it. And oh god, I got a bunch of random thrusters sitting here that I totally need to get rid of. Can you put down a list of mods that you use now? Well, this is just my testing world. So there is like an insane amount of mods in this world just for me to fart around with. But come the next season, it's actually going to be really, really smooth. All the mods are just going to be in one giant, like, preload. And so all you need to do is just subscribe to Season 5. And you'll get every mod that I use on Season 5 without any issues. So that'll make it a lot, make it so easy for you. Hey, Connor, can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Where are you from? You sounds very familiar. I'm from Victoria, BC. Up in Canada. West Coast, Canada. Airlock. Better airlock. I need to get the commands again for this. Interested in the thruster mod. That is MechSpecs thruster animations. I can't remember if that's the exact name of it, but you need the animation framework, and then you need the MechSpecs hydrogen thruster thing. I can't remember its exact name, but if you search that way, you'll get it. You're next door. Nice. By next door, do you mean like Seattle or like Vancouver? Let's see. I gotta get this correct here. So I moved the vent, so I have to redo the vent. Now set up on the event controller. I need to toggle toolbar 3, toggle depressurization. Okay. So on here, set up actions, toolbar 3. Yeah, there it is. Vent, and I don't know which one it is, so we'll use the handy dandy Bill Vision. Airlock. How did it feel to have a dog? How do you take care of the dog? Oh yes, I love my Sasha. I honestly, I don't feel like I could live without my dog right now. She is like, she's so like a part of my life. I need her. But I can't. Sorry, of course I kept that airlock blueprint. This thing is so useful. I need to know how to set this up, and I have a memory of a goldfish. Set up air vent. First action interior, second action exterior. Okay. First action interior, second action exterior. Air vent airlock. Set up action. Airlock. At interior, open. Exterior, open. Okay. So now this thing should cycle. But unfortunately, I don't have oxygen on this grid yet. So if I came down here and threw an oxygen tank on something, doesn't really matter, just plop it down for a half second. Now this should be set. This should be on depressurized right now. Yeah, but I love taking my dog out for walks and enjoying the outdoors. Right now she's curled up in her bed sleeping. Okay, this isn't working. Okay, the doors are automatically locking and stuff like that. That's correct. I just need to go back through here and do this again. Okay. Turn the inside door off and set the fan to depressurize. It doesn't work in creative because the tank is full. Okay. Well, let me just make sure that this is set up correctly. Well, of course the leak is out through that door. Okay, we're good that way. I have to go to school today earlier. To the swimming gala. International British School. Nice. Oh, it's 5 a.m. there? Damn, you're up early. Select the door open condition of the controller. Yeah, I have that. Select both doors. So set up that. The toolbar 1 and 2 are fine. Toolbar 3. Second slot to toggle depressurization. Did I do that right? I think I did. Yeah, second slot to toggle depressurization. Yeah, I think it's just as the gnome was saying, how it's creative, so therefore it's not going to work because this thing is full. But that's okay. At least I know that this thing is set up nicely. Alright, so let's look at some of the changes I made since the last stream on this particular design. I noticed when I was going through it, and I wonder if I can see that in the menu here. I have to add so many lights to this thing, it's so dark. Upwards thrust. All of the upwards thrust of the small thrusters gave me a max thrust of about 25,000 meganewtons, which is good. It's actually enough to fly the thing. So if I take these two large thrusters, which I added, I turn them off, the thing can actually fly. And let me just take a drink of water here. Oh, delicious. Oh, baby. But if we're careening towards the planet, like if we're up here and we're falling, those thrusters take a while to slow you down. And if we have a full cargo container, like look how slow those are to stop me. If you have a full cargo container, they will not stop you. And this thing's going to have one full cargo container on it. As such, I added in the two large ones. Because if we add in those large ones, we go from 25 to 40. That's a big increase in overall thrust. And you can see that with our ability, if we get like a couple hundred meters here, and then throw ourselves at the ground. We can just go boom, and we slow down real quick. So that's why I added in those thrusters. Unfortunately, to make room for those thrusters, I had to do some reorganization of the nacelles on the side there. So if I... Oh god, give me control. There we go. Take a look in here. What we did is we have a a downwards thruster pointing down here. The sides of it are going into the back of the reverse and forward thruster right there. And that makes it so it's nice and flush at the bottom. I also swapped out the thrusters instead of industrial thrusters into just normal thrusters, because normal thrusters are a block smaller, so it makes life a little bit easier to fit into these gaps and such. But we have that block right in there. Downside is that in the original design, and it just had small thrusters and a turret down here, we've lost the turret. That's one, so our bottom is a little bit weaker. But also, there was a hydrogen tank in here, as you can see, between these two thrusters. So we've lost a single tank of fuel. We still do have the quad large tanks in the middle here, like before. So 4 large hydrogen tanks, that's still a lot of fuel. So we're probably not going to need the extra fuel. Going forward from there, we made this a solid block of armor right here, the solid wall, to sort of act as a bulkhead, a pressure plate, so that there is the depressurized area back here, which is going out. Obviously, we can't pressurize around these thrusters because there is this gap. And we made it so that there is this bulkhead, and then there's going to be the pressurized forward area that is going to be the rest of the ship. So this thing shouldn't have a leak in it. And actually, I'm going to take this conveyor out right there, and I'm going to change it out for a vented conveyor, because it's going to look good. And then I'm going to get some lights in here, and then we're going to decorate the interior of this. Vent fan full. Boop, pop it in. Yeah, we are pressurized. So this area is pressurized. We have our airlock, which I thought this airlock is nice and legit. We have our inset light above us, our exterior door, our interior door. We got our little lockers that we can put on and off our spacesuit. We have a little view so we can see into the cockpit from the airlock. And also, that means that when you're in the cockpit over here, you can see who's in the airlock. So if there's somebody evil coming in through the airlock, you can rack your rifle and get ready to shoot him in the face. And then also, in that section, we have access to the event controller that is controlling the airlock. So that makes everything a nice, easy system right here for the airlock. Let's get some lights in here first before we start talking about the rest of this ship, because it is dark as shit. Quick check. This space, it has a layer of armor above it. Very good. Very good. So we could use an inset light in here. I doubt there's much stuff here that we need to worry about. Oh, no, wait. That's probably not why it was venting. These things aren't conveyored. Ah, ha, ha. That's what's going on. That's why the airlock wasn't working properly. We need to run a conveyor back. In which case, we will put a conveyor junction there. Because this looks like it doesn't seal properly. And I want to put a... Actually, no. Before I put that junction there, get some more light in here. Gonna do reinforced tube because it makes me happy. And then we'll do a junction. And then we'll do reinforced tubes. Across there. Yeah, things work better if you plug them in. That's totally true. I'm thinking 4 lights in here. 2 there and 2 there. Inset lights. And then just need to go to all these inset lights. And we'll take the edge off the white, make it slightly beige, which just makes things look better. And we'll get it to say 10 meters. We'll cut the fall off and cut the intensity. So it gives it a nice, even light. But yeah, there we go. The interior is now lit. So I think this is all you need for me in order to have lots of... I got tons of conveyorage access in this room. I can set up all sorts of stuff. I've got my cargo access. Everything's all in the nice one big cargo container. So I don't need to worry about that kind of stuff. Like making sure, you know, it's in particular places and such. Like, oh no, what cargo container is this item in? Oh, everything's in here. And then we should be able to fill up the sides here with things like assemblers and survival kits and such. The new med bay and inset cryo? Ooh, right. Inset cryo. So now, it's got it in the bottom and the back? Okay, sweet. So I can use it for right here. So what these are, these conveyors, they are to run these thrusters. Watch your Xbox videos is what convinced me to buy Space Engineers. And started playing and not disappointed either. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the game. I haven't made many Xbox videos in a while, simply because it's a lot of work, and it's a little cumbersome to do because I have to like set up the Xbox, connect it to my computer, do a recording. It's a lot more work than just playing it on PC, so I stopped. But hopefully there was enough information there, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Okay, so what these ones here on the side are is they're feeding these thrusters, and where there's the full conveyor block, I need it to be a full conveyor block, because if I just put a corner like this one's corner going into a conveyor, which then goes into a turret, so that's airtight. This needs to be an airtight, so I can't just have a conveyor corner here. But if I have something like this isn't airtight, right? If I cut this out, obviously we go off of airtight. If I put it like that, yeah, we're still not airtight. It's seeping out through the seams right there. So I can't put reactors there, unfortunately. But I can, I believe, put that inset cryo room, because that is 5 of 6 faces sealed. You can see there in the top right with the build info. So yeah, that's sealed, and I can be in the cryo. Oh, that's awesome! And if I wanted to, I could have a line of cryos along here. Nice. No, everything should be set to pressurize right now, because the exterior door is closed, so this is set to pressurize. If I close this, then this would depressurize. And then this is pressurizing the cockpit, which is just going to have a single door. It's not going to have an actual airlock system to it, because we're going to assume that these are both pressurized, but we'll close this in combat so that in case the cockpit gets shot out, people that are in the back here don't start to suffocate. So I can put in a cryo like that. That works. So that's good to know. For the moment, I'm going to put the junction back, because I'm not sure if I want to put the cryo there. Because now this is interior design space. I feel like... How should we do this? One of these sides, because I can cut back a little bit, I can put the bathroom here. Or maybe on the other side, whichever way it works better. It's armories, it's beds and couches, inset kitchen. Where is bathroom? Decorative blocks. Toilet. There we go. Because you have toilet back like that, and then you put the shower like this, and then you can walk through the shower block into the toilet block, and it kind of tucks it back here, which is kind of fun. You can also do that full-on bathroom block too, that has the door to it. So that kind of works. Oh, right. Well, I think there's enough light, just because there's the light right there. I think there's enough light into the bathroom here. So if we're going to make this sort of like the living side, and then this like the industrial side, we'll put like an assembler and such like that on this wall, and our survival kit on this wall. And then we'll put all the good-looking stuff on this over here. Because we can do an inset bed here. Oh, wait. I need this to be a conveyored something. The bathroom's not going to fit there. I need that to be conveyored in order for me to have that thruster work. So, cryo goes there in order to have that thruster work. Yeah, it does not cut the connection thruster. You're completely correct. It does connect the thruster connections. It does cut them. Something that we can do if we need it is we could run the connection up from the bottom. So I can go like this, and I could put a connector going up like this, and then I don't need this. So if I go like this, and I come into here, and also I realistically should be mirroring this probably. This other side might be a little different, but we'll get it done. We need the corner, and then a junction. So that gives me space. Cryo 2 ports? Yeah, this cryo does. So if you take a look at this cryo, it has a port on the back and a port on the bottom. This is the cryo from one of the updates, Decorative Blocks 3. The normal cryo, yes, only has it on the back. But this is inset cryo. This is different. And I'm going to need a cryopod in most of my builds, because hopefully we'll get this series working on a stream, and I'm gonna have to be in a cryopod while I'm offline. And if I'm not in a cryopod while I'm offline, my character will die. And shit might despawn. Yeah, we should definitely put down a control table here. I'm tempted to put it like this. Middle of the room? No. Somewhere in here. Right up against there? No. I think just middle of the room, spare control table for now. Because you might need to control from back here. Whatever. We'll make this work. Alright, back to decorating. Okay. I do need my bathroom. So, we have our... I like the idea of having the bathroom and shower like this. And then we can... go... the inset bed. And so, I'm going to sleep in the inset bed. And everything. Sort of thing, and just sleep there. And if I need to, I can get up and I can go to the washroom and pee, and then come out here. And everything's good. Oh yeah, we'll do some more coloring and such in a moment here. I'm half tempted to make a little bit of a second floor here, actually. I want to know how this is going to look. Do I not have it? No, I don't have the stairs in any of my bars. Okay, one second here. Let's put stairs here. Because what if... maybe not that stair. Maybe that's wrong. One of these stairs. Where's the... I think it's the ladder. I'm trying to look for the group that has stairs. Under ladders. There we go. Because I want to do the graded half stairs. Because I can do that right here. And then I could have... catwalk. And I could do the half catwalk. Along like that. And I could have this so I can come up here and access maybe the bed and stuff. Maybe that's one way I can just have a little bit more in this space. I do have room back there to take all these pieces of armor out. So I could... we can take the bed from there, because I feel like bed should be something that's up here. That wasn't planned. I thought that was stuck on the end of the goddamn thing there, but nope. Oh well. Let's see. I still like having the bathroom there because I still need to walk up that, and having something like you wouldn't be able to access whatever's here, so you can just go into here and it's okay if the ladders, the staircase is there. So that's fine. Implies it's, you know, bathrooms on main floor. That's perfectly fine, in my opinion. Okay. Doors. I don't need that. I need the toilet one, just so I have it. We have inset bed. So when we get to the top, we're gonna have. Oh, I could actually have this like as a little bit of a bedroom up here. Whatever this block is, I could stand on top of it, and I could have a corner, like a corner couch, if I wanted to, or just a couch, and I could have this block here be an inset something. Because this could be like an inset bookshelf. Or like, what kind of lockers up here? I don't know. Let's go through the different things. Inset kitchen. Ooh. The kitchen on the main floor? Something like that? Inset aquarium. Ooh, I could put an aquarium there. Fish tank. Fuck yes. Or, ooh, the couch, because there's a... the terrarium thing on the other side. Or I could do that on this side. Because I'm going to cut all that out too. Put that over here. What, fish tank over here? Let's do that. Let's put the fish tank over here. Where'd the fish tank? Where'd it go? Office over here. Ooh, that makes sense. How much second floor space can you actually make? Well, I'm going to have the ability here to have... one second. This come along, so you can see the second floor space is actually kind of decent. You know, I got my bed right there and my couch here, and I could, you know, put a locker along here, I think. Locker, and then I don't know. Don't need a weapon rack there. I could put like a bookshelf over there. There's a block TV? Where's the TV? What block is the TV on? I need to know. It's under LCD? Okay. The inset LCD panel? What? This thing? No. That can't be right. Entertainment center under jukebox. Okay. I gotta find that. Ah, there. Entertainment center. Yeah, baby. Okay, that's gonna go over on the other side. This is gonna be my lounge over here. Maybe this is where I want to have a couch. I'm not sure. But totally, we're gonna have we can do like a corner couch and a bar counter. Get some snack bars. Yeah, there we go. Got a snack bar. Graded half stairs going up. And boom across. And then obviously we need blocks underneath here to give you a space to walk on. But you can sit on the couch and you can get a drink and you can enjoy your teams, your tracks, and enjoy your movies and such. All right, this interior is coming together real fast. Ooh, something I could build. I wanted to. I could do this as full cat across. How would that work here? I would have to do it a block here, out to full catwalk, and then corner catwalk, straight catwalk, corner catwalk, down to the other half. But then that has this like little bar here. That's just so I can walk around this. I don't know. So if I was like standing in here, I just got a catwalk bar here, which is kind of annoying. Doesn't really have something for this exact purpose, which is just something that can like bridge this two gaps. There's the next thing they need to add. Catwalk slopes. Or the catwalk, like the half catwalk on the corners. So, like, it's a catwalk that goes here, here, and here. It's like an interior corner. Catwalk wall and the half rail next to the stairs. Yeah, I could do that. I could also... Can I do this? Let's see. If I just put a normal catwalk corner there. Yeah, that's right. No, because I would be occupying the same block. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that because they would all be occupying the same block. If I wanted to do something, like I put a wall here, sort of thing, I couldn't put something here because this is occupying this block space. So that wouldn't work. I can just have them as two separate entities. One on either side. That's fine. It's all good. Just do this side. And do that side. But I can also... I can just go to there, and then I can put railings there. This is where I can put railings. There we go. Last time the catwalks are going to fall down. There we go. That looks fine. Real easy to get over to the lounge. And then this needs to be a desk. Sure. Conveyor port here needs to be something. We've got 2 spaces here for something. Obviously, I need to connect this up in a hot second here. Corner that, and then conveyor junction that. You could go into the armor block and have a T desk and could have a TV. Yeah, I could, or I could have some sort of LCD. That's fine. I don't really want to bother the turret that much. Oh yeah, I still need assemblers, still need refineries. I think I'm going to sneak some refineries into the back side here. Also, I'm just going to put that so it goes through. Even though these are connected in other locations, I'm just going to connect it there just for redundancy. Refineries are going to go right here. Cut. Two basic refineries. So they are going to go basic refinery, like that. So we have one refinery there, second refinery there. Done. Yes. And then we're going to have one assembler. Does this go back? Yes, it goes back into this thing. But it's also connected there, so I technically don't need to go back there. But I can just put the assembler right here. Yeah, I'm going to figure out where I can put a med bay back there. So I have 2 basic refineries, 1 assembler, which is more than enough for this ship. This is not supposed to be an end-all, be-all ship. It's just supposed to be a, like, good enough ship. It's supposed to be me living on it, rather than just having it as a base. Medical. Where's that midday? Oh, then also we need to, while we're here, we're just going to sneak a projector back there. Just so we can do projectoring the ship into itself later. Just need to get that out of the way. Cryopods. That's where the med bays are. Okay. Med rooms. So, I need... I don't have GravGen. I'll have to put that back there as well. I might change it to where the GravGen is where that projector is. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's change that. Put a projector a bit further back. Or I can just put it up here. And this projector can go bye-bye. And the grav gen can go there. I know you guys can't hear it, but my parents are fans of the Oilers, the NHL team from Edmonton, and I'm hearing them cheer, and so the Oilers must have scored. Ah, goddamn. So, let me get my engineer out of the way. Okay. Good things and bad things about this. Very cool looking medbay. I love it. But the downside being it's got the ports in weird locations for what I need here. So I need to go from the floor here and go up and into this thruster. So I need something here. So theoretically, what I could do is if I get rid of this block and I have something feeding into the back, like if I go like this, if I T and then corner, and I technically don't need this to be a full block anymore. Actually, wait, I do! It needs to go down to the bottom there. Well, it doesn't need to be a full block. It could just be a T. If it wanted it. But then that would be, it would be venting, so it needs to be a full block. Okay. I theoretically could do that, and then I could go like this, and technically this would work. But then this is a hole, and I can't walk up here. Which I can make work if I got rid of the drink table and put a steel grate there so I could walk on it. And I could have the new med bay. Also, I need to replace this with something so I could walk on it. But I could do that for the new med bay. Possible. Alternatively, there is the other med bay, which is a bit smaller. I mean, technically they are the same footprint. It's just this one is a bit smaller in terms of overall size. This does not have a port on the back, so it could not go here. It just could not go here. It could go here. It could go here. But it's just, honestly, a little too small. No, it's not too small. Honestly, a little too large for the area. I think a med bay is just a bit much for this space. I think we just go survival kit in this space. I can't think of anything else to go there. And it needs to be somewhere... These need to be full blocks over here. Or I need to change how this entire upper area is designed. Because I need to be able to walk on those. Because this area works over here because we can walk on the top of the shower in the inside kitchen. But it could be that... Okay, let's try something over here. I'm going to get rid of my little entertainment system. And there was the industrial assembler. What I could do with this, theoretically, is I could industrial assembler there. That would theoretically work. Right? Okay, let's check all the angles for this. So this is coming through to there, to there, to there. So this thing has cargo access. The industrial assembler's end is coming into this thing, which is needed to go into the back of that. So theoretically that works as a conveyor. But also the industrial assembler doesn't have any ports on the bottom. So it has to get its ports from the side. But I could... No? Could I not do a... survival kit? I don't have enough room in this thing for an industrial refinery. It's way too big. I do this, and then I can do a catwalk wall over top of it to keep people from falling. I can do a small catwalk here. I can do a railing in this slot there. Yeah, last time the walkways will fall. I know, I'm so bad at that. And then I can be up here, and then I could have something here. And then I need something that goes all the ways here. All the cargo containers. Which is probably just a junction. And then something up here. Programmable? I mean, I got the large cargo. I don't know if I need a small cargo. Theoretically, yes, I could replace these with small cargos and such. Also, this conveyor junction in the floor, does it need to be a junction? So it's feeding this thruster downwards. It's coming in from here. And then it's going forward to feed these forward thrusters and the forward guns and the rail gun. Okay. New season, you're doing food and water. I am not planning on it. It was interesting to do, but at a certain point, you just get so much food and water, it becomes negligible. So it's like not an interesting thing after a certain point. It's better if you're doing food and water in a scrounging, survival, salvaging type series, because you actually have to think about it and scrounge for it. Because I'm going to just be able to build whatever I want. At any point, I could just build like 1,000,000 food and gather 1,000,000 water and then just never think about it for the rest of the series. So I'm not going to go through that again. Because I did that in season 4. And it just was like, whatever. Yeah. There isn't a good block here. I think it's just a conveyor, and then it's a panel to cover it up. So it doesn't look so bad. You got a conveyor here, but that's like life. I got nothing else to put there. fucking conveyor just right there. It looks so bad. Because I need it to go... I don't need it to go down here. Because that space is coming in from the side. And that's just going down to the thruster. So I technically don't need to feed this from this side. I do have the air vent in the ceiling, and I think it works. The air vent in the ceiling works the best. I need something that's got all the back sides like that. There's nothing in the functional blocks, right? Like the different refineries just got to pass through. The survival kits just got to pass through. The assembler. Oh, the assembler theoretically could do that. Because... But I already have the industrial assembler. God damn it. Keen! Give me blocks that fit my needs. Yeah, industrial. Would love to have industrial refinery. Way too big for this ship. What do I need H2O2? It'd be nice to have a single H2O2 this side of the wherever, because then it can I can access it directly to do my bottles there. But I technically don't need it. You're saying an armored T connector. Like an armored T this way. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So it's armored T going back. But it has to be... this way? No, the armored T... Because we're not sealed right now. Armored T wouldn't seal. Yeah. The armored T wouldn't seal there. Where a full junction does. Yeah, it's probably going to be H2O2 here. In which case, then I don't need this thing. And this doesn't need to be a T. This can be a block, and this can be a armored straight. What orientation does this need to be in? That orientation. And the same thing down here. That block down there is going to be an armored straight. Use my spectator cam to get it. Nice. Ah, looks cleaner. And that seals. What's behind this wall? I've got... it's the exterior wall. Okay, I can't really... I mean, I don't want to take that out and put something there. But this is just a nice little area I can stand and fuss with that. So I got my shower, my bathroom, my kitchenette, my cryo. And I can come up the stairs here, and I've got my desk, my couch, which I might replace the couch. Oh, got my locker, and I got my bed. But overall, I think that's a okay interior. Might drop this seat back one. There. Just makes this area a little bit easier to walk. Need a window at the desk? But they would just be looking into the back of a turret. There's an artillery turret on the other side. Not really that useful. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Insect couch may be replacing with a full block that's in between the big stairs and lower level. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now. We have a utility side and a comfort side. This can obviously be changed out in the future for other block, whatever I want to do. Nice. All right. Cockpit. This is where all the programmables and stuff is going to go. We could do... Actually, we can make kind of a mini airlock there. We could do a program, and then we could throw a sliding door, not a sliding door, offset there. Theoretically, that could work. Doesn't need to be done. But we can also just do a double sliding here, just so we've got a little bit of security, like for losing all the oxygen as you move through it. Put a window there. Moving the desk one block to the right and put a window. So what, you'll be looking out. And that's where the armor's shaping. Now, I'm not going to have any windows. Nope, not going to happen. We'd have, like, programmables there. Maybe. Oh, what's the... What's it called? Where is it? Is it in this group? No, it's not any of these. There's the console thing sitting in the middle of the... Aha, projector and then console block. Console block! That's what I needed. No AI blocks in here yet. Console block. And then desk blocks. Surrounding it. Even if it's just a couple desk blocks. I mean, that does take up the entirety of the space, so maybe that's not correct to do. But I always do look like the look of having this thing with, like, something in the middle. Maybe it takes up too much space. Do I have much room on the sides? Nope, just one armor until space. So... I do need to get the AI blocks in here somehow. At some point. The AI blocks that I'll need are defensive, mainly. Mod that makes a programmable block into... console block into a program block? Kind of nice. But we can put some stuff in the floors here as well. Alternatively, we can just put them down along the walls. A couple blocks on either side. But that starts to really eat up the area here. Oh no, I took up my thing. Character tools. There we go. I do like how this thing flies. Hello, Takamiki. Yeah, I was thinking about that, putting the AI blocks in the floor. Let's see. 92 people. Nice. Thanks for coming out watching the stream. Me. Yeah, we can hover. This is fine. This is good. You always put the AI blocks in such a small grid computer core somewhere in there. You'd save a ton of space. True, but it would be on a subgrid then, wouldn't it? You're a year closer to your death tomorrow. Wow, good job. Happy birthday. I always knew you could do it. We don't technically need this window here, though. This is just so you can look in and see who's here. But I could, technically, cut this. And also, I don't technically need this button. It was just there to make it so you could... I'm going to put it there to cycle the airlock. But what I could do is I could put the automation programmable block back there. And I could put the... so I'll put a little bit of cosmetics in this area. So like some weapon rack or something. And then... we're gonna need 2 programmables in total. And if we ever decide to make ball turrets on this thing, a place for a bunch of custom turret controllers. Are you designing a ship or a base? A ship. We are designing a ship right now. There is a kitchen. Kitchen's back over here. Right here. We listing? We're slightly off. Let's line ourselves back up again. There we go. Also, I did a light in here. There we go. I need that inset light to match the other ones. So we need 10 meters, 240, 240, 220. That's my what I like to set it at. 1 fall off, 2 intensity. Got a good. I don't have an aquarium anymore. I have a terrarium, but I don't have an aquarium in this ship right now. But it's something I can add right here as a center point of the ship. An inset aquarium. put a... I do like having the table there, so I do want to have that. So we'll put the projector table console block right on top of here. And I'm not sure if I'll put chairs around it. We'll just leave it like so. Because I might want to put stuff along the walls, maybe. I don't know. But, whatever. Aquarium in the floor. Just like infinite aquariums. Replace all of the armor blocks with aquarium blocks. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, so let's do a walkthrough, a tour. So we can come in here as if we were coming in from the airlock. And you've got a spot here to put your tools away and your suit away. And you have the event controller that is going to handle the airlock. Once you come through the airlock, you come down the staircase here and into the main area. On the right side, you have my personal areas and the crew areas. Left side, you have the industrial areas. So if you go up the staircase to the right, we see we have the couch, the little terrarium, the table, a desk to work at, my lockers to put away my clothes, and then a bed to sleep in. You come down underneath here, we have the washroom, and the shower, and the bathroom, as well as the kitchen and the cryopod. On the other side, upstairs, we have access to the inventory of the industrial assembler. Back through here, nothing here yet, but you can always put something there. And survival kit for our respawning, and H2O2 for taking care of our ice needs and refilling our bottles. Cargo container in the back, and a spare control seat in the middle in case the cockpit gets blown to smithereens. I think what I'm going to do is, because I have the industrial assembler, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to purge the regular assembler. I don't need it anymore. You talk about outside and take extra time to get to the cockpit. Yep, I understand. But that just adds to the fun. Don't you want to see me? So don't you want to see me when I'm coming back from a mission and I'm like walking out here and I'm doing something on an asteroid, and then I go, oh shit, that's an enemy, and I've got to fly in here and I've got to, oh god, I missed the door, oh god, close the door, go cycle, okay, let's go on through here, go. Don't you want to see that? While I'm getting shot at, it'd be perfect. It'd be so much fun. Then there's a couple conveyor ports here that we can theoretically do something with. I don't know what to do yet. A couple doors through here to get to the cockpit area, just so that we don't need a full airlock in this section. But this serves as a way that you could do an airlock, just a rudimentary one, and lose a tiny bit of oxygen in case the cockpit was blown out. And this is our vent for the cockpit. The event controller toggles the main airlock, and that's it. Then we got our little table here, and we got our door, our control seat, the front of the ship. I like it. And also my dog is wanting to go out. And so I know we got a lot of people in the stream that weren't in the stream when it started. I have new things, and I'm going to show that to you right now, because I can go to my Be Right Back screen. Look at this. Hey, there, I'm back. So, that's one of the several screens I had. But I need to add some audio to that, some, like, music to play and such. But yeah. Fancy! Fancy! So yeah, this thing should be able to hold a full cargo container full of ore. So let's test that. So if I go over here and go Shift 10, and then go 9, and let's go to iron ore. It's getting refined, of course, but that's fine. And we can still fly. Nice! And also, Sasha is barking again. So again, 1 second. Be right back. Okay! Isn't that great? If you title a video "Getting my cockpit blown out," will YouTube age restrict it? Maybe. What thruster mod is that? It is Mex Pex animated thrusters. I can't remember the exact name of it. But if you go and search that, you'll probably find it. Like Mex, M-E-X-P-E-X thruster animation or whatever. And then you need the animation framework mod as well. But then you get really cool looking thrusters. And I absolutely love them, and they're going to be in the next series. But yeah, look. I am easily flying with a full cargo ship. Full cargo container. Let's see how this thing feels to slow down as we're coming in. Oh, she's a little heavy. Oh, I can feel the weight. Oh, she feels fat. And pull. Oh, she feels fat. Yeah, but still workable. Easily workable. Could use maybe another couple gyros when you've got full cargo. But honestly, this is still quite maneuverable. What have I got? 8 gyros. That's probably enough. Alright, landed. Okay, probably the only thing I've forgotten to do on this entire ship is a connector. And I'm going to put a connector right here. I'm going to do a reinforced corner and then a connector. Right underneath the nose. And so that way I'll have a pillar coming up and then a landing pad going back. And then I'll be able to land on the connector pillar. Wouldn't the thrusters burn what you're trying to connect to? It should be that... where is it here? If we look at that thruster damage, you can see how far it is. And you can see that it's just the areas around it. So if I had a little pillar that was literally like right here with a connector on it, and that was lined up with that, theoretically it's fine. And the thruster damage from this would damage the platform, so I just have to make sure there's no platform there. It's only as wide as the landing gear, and then that's just rock. And then I'll burn the rock, which doesn't matter. How do you do that? That is part of the build info, and that is control equal sign, the one to the left of the backspace. Goes through different overlays. So if you go to like mount points, you can see like standard mount point, and like you can see all of its mount points for that particular block. So if I look at a different block, you can see like where you can mount blocks on it and such. And then survey ports. If you look at a blocks, it shows you all of its conveyor ports, and then overlays off. Would it burn the connector as you try to align to it? Yes, a little bit, probably. But I don't have really any other spot I could do it on this entire design, unless I put it like between these turrets. Which actually, one second here. Let's cut this back for a hot second. Let's put that armor panel back. This is just a little bit of extra armor in the cockpit area. Ugh. Let's look at this turret, because I feel like I can move this turret back. Connector on the side theoretically could happen, but the problem is all my good side areas are all taken up by thruster. Also, I see an area that could be more thruster right here. Easily. More thruster. Okay. Let's get more thruster in there. Like, majority of my stuff here is just like, can I fit a thruster? Yes, fit a thruster. There we go. More side thrust. So all my little bits here, where I could conceivably put a side thrust, or I could put a side connector, is all taken up by side thrust. Because I need it. I need it. Also, I theoretically need more down thrust, but where if you have enough hydrogen storage for all the thrusters, it is 4 large hydro. Also, I am going to be running the No More Free Energy hydrogen mod. What that does is it makes hydrogen more efficient. So your thrusters take vastly less hydrogen to run, but to create that hydrogen takes a way long time. So once 4 tanks are full, it's going to be the equivalent of more like 10 tanks. But it's going to take the amount of time it would take to fill like 15 tanks or 20 tanks to fill the 10, but it's going to act like I have, sorry, yeah, it's going to act like I have 10 tanks, but it's going to take super long time to fill them. It's going to be fine. This thing should have more than enough range. But yeah, I kind of want to get some thrusters on this top side here. I don't no idea where to put them. Keen. Oh, also I have to figure out some place, a couple points to put batteries, because I have like 0 batteries in this thing right now. I just have a pair of hydrogen engines. Yeah, the great part about that mod is you can tweak all those values separately. Even if you just put on that mod and make it so that your base values of hydrogen production and such are completely normal, you can then tweak your efficiency on your thrusters to whatever level you want. You can change the configuration file on it. So I have a config setup, which I like, which I used for Season 4. So I'm going to use the same setup for Season 5, hopefully. That's my plan. I'm going to stick to it. I want to get more downward thrust, because another thing I'm doing is using realistic thrust. So if I have all this downward thrust, which is nice downward thrust, only around here, when I thrust downwards, my butt's going to go down and my nose is going to come up, which is not going to be good. So I should, if I could, and I want to, we'll need to put some thrust along the spine here, probably. Let's see where I can get it in here. So we could theoretically go there, there, just along the back of the ship. Like so, if we wanted to. We have a port here, but we don't need that particular port. I had that because it could be a turret in the future. And it did align with these turrets. But that could just be a turret spot. And then these could be thruster spots. And then this is... yeah, these just need to be replaced with junction then. Real easy. Makes thrusters along the spine. I mean, it needs down thrust of some kind, somewhere. I want to leave these ports here as potential turret spots. I theoretically could make those, instead of turret spots, could make those thrusters. But I need more down thrust. And I need it to be as far forward as possible. So having another set of thrust here. Oh god, where did I place that? There. Is that still good? Yeah, we're good. Means that I can have easier flight profile with realistic thrust. Okay, the thing I wanted to do with this turret down here was to cut it and then cut that and then maybe move it. There's an engine there, which makes life a little hard, but I can move the engine. Easily move an engine. So yeah, we only have one engine now, so it can barely keep up. Yeah, 2 engines are able to run the refineries and keep everything online. But what we can do is we can run that conveyor straight down. And we can theoretically move this turret back a block. And put it right here. And we can just go don't. That can be the turret. And then that means that in between the turrets here, right where this thing is, we can go that connector. Right there. The very center of the belly. Did it. want the assaults to be black. Because that's my design. That's the hope for the turret layout. This isn't big enough to be a cruiser. This is more like a frigate. Yeah, this is definitely more like a frigate. Can I? Yeah, then this thing is kind of awkward with the fact that the cargo container is right there, so I need to go down and over to get to it. But I could just move that one forward a block so I don't have to do that awkwardness, but whatever. Corvette? Yeah, well, we have all different sizes of what ships should be. Everybody's got their own size of ship. Yeah, look at that thrust on the... Oh, okay, I need to start dumping. Connector. Collect all, throw out. There we go. We're dumping our payload. We're dumping fuel. But it certainly has the power to get into orbit. God damn, this thing could just lift off. Yeah, it's gonna poop its way to space. Which thruster mod? Like the animation mod? Yeah, sure, definitely. Add that to the Season 5 mod pack. Ah, glorious water. Ah, so tasty. Ah, it's okay. It's bonking my turret every time. It's like, bonk turret. You're too horny. Like, this would probably be the most armored, like, most armed this ship would ever be. But it, like... I don't plan on building the... Like, I plan on building the ship, for sure. I don't plan on building it from a blueprint. I plan on building it block by block from memory. So it's probably not going to end up the same way. And I'm also going to build it as I go. And so there's probably going to be times where I... screw up and make something different. Connectors close to the turret's hitboxes might get in the way of docking. Yeah, unfortunately that's how it is. I mean, the only other place I could put a connector would be like right here between these two giant ass thrusters. And you can see how hot they are. They barbecue things. I love how the thrusters give out that little bit of smoke. It's so beautiful. Whoa, hello. little bit of heat level there. Oh, and also something I wanted to change. Physics, small ship speed, 500, sure. And then large ship speed, 500. And then I'm going to, once I'm in orbit, I'll reload and we can screw around. What was that? That is, if you have the aerodynamics physics, you can change your speeds. But if you have the aerodynamic physics mod, if you push too hard while in aerodynamics, like this, eventually you get to the point where your ship starts to overheat. And so you don't want to do that, because your ship will burn up. And it's not good. It's the mod. It's one of my favorite mods. We're still spitting out iron ore. And spitting it out. We're going to put this in the cargo. Put it directly in the connector. How about? Oh, the refineries just keep grabbing it. Oh, they just want to spit it out. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm just going to quickly reload the game. And I'm going to add in realistic thrust. See how this thing flies with realistic thrust. Edit settings. Realistic thrusters. Hopefully you modify the aerodynamics heat so you don't generate so much at high speeds if you're going to raise the speed limits. I believe the aerodynamics works such a way that it scales with your top speed. So as long as you go in there and set it up with the aerodynamics top speed, instead of like just a random speed mod, you like it. The aerodynamics mod figures that out. So it's not so bad. Oh my god, my dog is sleepy. She's just sleeping there. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Trust me, guys. It's like another couple weeks. I'm busy all next weekend because of a martial arts seminar that I'm going to. And then I'll be hopefully starting season 5. And then after that, sometime in December, I should have puppy cam. December puppo cam, okay? Oh yeah, let's get. We got some speed now. Oh, that's just me dumping iron out of the back. I think my cargo is empty now. Just a little bit of ice. Oh, we'll do that when we come back in. Now we're testing the realistic thrust offsets. So reversing is fine. Thrusting forward, Thrusting forward, we have a little bit of... Oh, jeez. Oh! Oh, she pulls! Oh, it pulls! I'm trying to stop, but it's pulling me all over the place. Ooh, this thing... It's a little fighty! Oh, okay. We'll go to gyro, and we'll put one of them on override, see if that helps us. It does, but we still have to fight it. But this is going to be more interesting. I'm going to have to actually pay attention to flying my ship. And we are braking. Got our big thrusters on the braking trajectory. Alright, there we go. We are stopped. So, with realistic thrusters, if I press left, let's see. Am I going straight left here? Nice, I am. Plus right, I also turn a little bit right. Left, I turn a little bit left. Okay. A little bit of offset with the layout of the left and right thrusters. If I go down thrust, you know, it's not terrible when I have a gyro. Let's turn that gyroscope off for overrides. We'll come to a stop here. But you can see if I line up with that asteroid in the distance, just so you can tell, and I thrust to the right, I didn't touch my mouse there. That's the thrusters having too much thrust in the nose. Not enough thrust in the back. So, these thrusters might actually be obsolete. I might not actually need them. So let's cut them for a half second. Put that in there. And let's go back and test. Still doing it. So let's cut the next thruster back. Can't keep your eyes open? Well, go have a nice sleep, man. Sleep is one of my favorite things to do. You should do it more often. See, that's more manageable. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit more manageable. Okay, lining up with that asteroid out there in the distance again. And we're going to do upwards. Oh, wow. Oh, it pitches hard. The downwards thrust pitches me the same direction. Downwards thrust pitches me up as well. Damn. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to cut these temporarily. I want to see what that does. Well, thankfully, I am going to run this thing off of mainly programmable blocks. There's going to be very little manual flying in the sense of I am actively flying this ship, it's going to be more... okay, that is pitching up a little bit. But that's way better than before. Okay, so that's fine. And if I thrust upwards... yeah, it comes up real fast. What mod is causing that? Realistic thrust. It basically makes it so that you have to worry about the placement of your thrusters along your hull, as it will affect your performance. Let's cut off all of this for just a hot minute, just to try it out. And now it's going downwards because I cut all of them. So I don't need to cut all of them. But you can see how that, where before I was pitching up, now I'm pitching down when I thrust upwards. So I need to put a couple of those back. So I could just do, let's try just these ones here. Will that screw up in Mez drones? No, NPCs, yeah, just like Nat said, NPCs are immune to the thrust mod. It is just there to make your life as a player harder. It's a little bit of downwards. Not bad though. That's fightable, because I can just use my mouse and I can fight that. So that's not terrible. See how the ship is just slightly rotating as the thrusts. God damn, that's so cool. So theoretically, this is okay. But let's try it with one more set of thrusters. We'll point at this asteroid here. Oh, that's very even, actually. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad. I can deal with that. And forward and back is pretty good because the ship is pretty much in line with those back thrusters. So if I point right there and thrust forward, there's a tiny amount of pitch up. And when I start braking, there's a little bit of turn, but can be fought. So, okay, so pitch up. Yeah, it's fine. And then pitch down. That's fine. When are you going to make the next ship? I don't know. It might be that I just worked on this ship today, because we're 2 hours in, but who knows. But this ship is pretty much done. So we might be moving on to the next ship very soon. But I need to go back to my base. So we got to test this thing's ability to come in from orbit. Also, I need to set up my program. And this is SAS, I believe it's called. SAS? Yeah, symmetrical ships, easiest to make balanced. Ah, okay. Prograde. Retrograde. Normal. Anti-normal. In. Out. And stop. And then I've got... Oh, what is this cockpit that I'm in? Let's see. Cockpit. Then we gotta go to the programmable. We gotta edit it. And we gotta tell it what it's controlling from. And then we gotta recompile it. No control block found. No, we're fine. We've got Control C cockpit. Yeah, there we go. So the benefit is that I'll, for most of the time, be running on something like this, which will be a programmable block that will control my flight characteristics. So it will automatically compensate for my slight imbalances, which will make life a little bit easier and nicer. So for example here, I can set it to prograde, which will point it in the direction where I am currently heading. And so it slowly is pointing at my direction, which is right that way. So if I thrust upwards, I'll be raising that trajectory up. And I can fly that way. Slight imbalances, poor design. Well, fine, if we'll say it that way. Did you mean to make a phallus ship? No, it's not. This is a very unfallacy ship. The cock and balls of this ship is not very prominent. Besides, any ship that has like engine nacelles on the side can look like a cock and balls from the top. Alright, let's fall in here and let's see what we got for burning up. The moment I see the aerodynamic effects, I'm throwing the reverse thrusters on. Actually, we are coming down pretty fast here. Start decelerating. Totally gotta do this from cockpit. Manual control. Can fight my... oh my god, the You have to play with this realistic thrusters at least once or twice. Just to feel you fighting the ship a little bit. It feels good sometimes. You can feel the ship fighting you. Oh, it feels good. Oh, yeah. Pull up. Pull up. I should totally get a sound block to yell that at me when I get too low. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, this actually feels not bad at all to fly. Yeah, I like this ship. It's got a little bit of fight to it. I can just feel it on my mouse of it's trying to move me in different directions, but it's small enough adjustments that I can fight it. Just don't let Shaq ever try that mod. You'd lose everything in short order. What do you mean by that? Oh, landed. There we go. Whatever the heck this ship is called, it's complete for now. This version is still a temporary version. I mean, this ship does need more batteries and a reactor and stuff like that, but I'm not going to blueprint this ship for the series. I'm going to just take some mental calculations of the ship is this wide, the ship is this long, this is kind of how it's laid out, and I'm going to rebuild it block for block. So it's probably not going to end up looking exactly like this. Might be wider, might be longer, might be anything. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Theoretically, I could also add a block right here for downwards thrust. I could do it right there. So this is more or less me just like me going, okay. The side thruster pods are forward, into a side, into a downwards, into a backwards. This is how it's laid out, and then it's a block, then tank, then a block, then tank, then a block, then the other thruster pod. You know, that kind of layout. I don't need to know where all of the armor blocks are and in what orientation and what slope they are. I can figure that out again. But what I do know is kind of the general layout. And that'll be good enough. Okay, now something that I worked on before, I kind of want to work on again. I want to adjust this design. Where did I put it? Is a really good question. Do I even have a copy of it? Is a very good question. I might not. I cleaned up a lot of my blueprints, and I know I didn't get rid of it because I don't remember seeing it. Stuff like this can go fucking delete. So many blueprints that I don't need in here, and that I really need to clean up. Okay. So I had a design on a server that I was playing on with the Discord dudes, doing some areas at war. And it was a giant hauler. It hauled things for days. What will be your next series? Season 5, coming shortly to a small screen near you. Season 5 will essentially be Kerbal Space Engineers. How big was this thing? This thing was meant to do realistic thrust as well. It had a core of close to home scenario on the workshop. I have not. I'll have to. If you are in the Discord, please send me a link to it, and then I'll take a look at it. Oh, what was I gonna do with this thing? This thing had large industrial, 4 of them in the center, as like the main cargo. This was supposed to be like a interplanetary heavy lifter. I need to do math. I need to do math. Oh god, I don't want to do math. It hurts my brain, but I need to. Okay, where is the Space Engineers Thruster Calculator? If I have a ship, let's say it's 1.5 million. And it's a large ship, and it's gravity 1, and we're going to... That in itself needs 3 large hydrogen thrusters to lift off. If it's the weight of the ship is 1.5. Because the weight of this bad boy here was like 1.7. Or something like that. Let me just check that real quick. This was exactly 1.5. There you go. So this thing needs 3 large hydrogen thrusters just to lift off. Yeah, 1.5 million. However, if you go fill my cargo containers full of ore and you have 4 large cargo containers, now you need 9 large hydrogen thrusters to lift off. Okay. So the idea here, in a giant sort of H-looking design, although this is too big, we have 4 cargo containers in the center, and then branching off from them somehow, however this works. That's not what I meant to do. Ba-da-boom. Seriously? Seriously? Okay, fine. I'll rebuild it. I'm not sure if those cargo containers are where they're eventually would be, but I just need to plan this out. Then we would have tanks. Lots of tanks. Not sure if this is probably excessive. But something like this, because the thing's going to be kind of like gets wider in the 4 corners. And then just like infinite down thrust. So this thing needs 9 to lift off correctly. So it currently has 8. So this will get it to 12. So I think we go... What ship you build now? Cargo! Giant cargo hauler. The ability to lift like 4 large cargo containers full of ore back to orbit. And fly it back to back to my base. Because you just need the 2 for slowing down. But you theoretically could do this and this if you wanted to. Four large cargo, 8 large H2 lift. Interesting. You wouldn't be able to fly with a full cargo load. The thruster calculator I'm looking at right here, a large ship with 1.5 million, which, let's see how heavy this thing is. The control seat. This is 1.2 million already. So 1.5 million, which is more likely going to be 2 million, with 4 large cargoes full of ore at 1 cargo space multiplier, which is the nicest one. That's realistic. At 3, it's like way more. At realistic, you need 10 large hydros to lift it. Damn. So this is 12 large hydros. Kind of like having the double stacked outside thrust and then the single stack inside thrust. That kind of looks nice. I can work with that. Oh, also, I'm going to make everything a bit wider here. Everything a bit bigger. Because I'm going to go out like this. And out like this. I always like having this tiny bit of space in between each thing. That's what I'm finding when I'm doing my building these days, is that having that little bit of extra space between each block doesn't really make the ship feel that much bigger, but gives you enormous amounts of interior space to squirrel away stuff. And also it spaces out, so you have a little bit of space between the thrusters. You can put armors. It's quite nice. Did I have the thrusters right on the very back of this thing? They were right off the... yeah, they were right off the stuff. Okay, that's fine. So I could still do that. I could still do this. Think it's a flying hydrogen bomb? I know! That's what makes it fun! But you've got all these large thrusters. You need the fuel for it. This thing's going to be burning fuel like fucking crazy. It needs the lifting thrust. Besides, there's going to be, like, reactors and stuff in here, too. We put reactors there. It's thinking of infinite power. Oh, yeah, so NAT. Maximum feasibility for 3 or 4 jump drives. Yes, exactly. This thing was going to have, like, infinite jumps and infinite, warfare jump drive with pass? What the fuck are these things? You can walk through the jump drives! That's so cool. Okay, never mind. Yeah, something we might do is make it maybe... another set of blocks wider so that we could fit jump drives down the core. But I don't know if that would disrupt with the thrusters in the back. But, like, theoretically this is fine, just as it is. Why don't we just throw some gyros on this and fly it? Just throw the gyro on top of each tank. There we go. I know it needs some downward thrust, but those can just be like smalls, because realistically, this thing is just a giant lifter. Just infinite thrust. Oh, and side-to-side thrust might be useful. It's okay. We are hovering. We are stable. Gyro. Override. Let's add some side-to-side thrust. I'm going to add in some small reactors here real quick. And get rid of the big ones. Get them out of the way. To put in some side thrust. There we go. Although, that could be blocked out, then side thrust. And then we can put on downwards thrust like this. Good enough for now. Oh, that thing stops on a dime. Things, you know, just some sort of like big, chunky cargo ship that's just like, I have infinite thrust. Be the entire point behind this thing. Yep, something big and chunky like this. Alright, we'll put that gyro back on override. So what we should be able to do is fill these cargo containers with ore. So let me cut these things. This is the main goal, is to be able to take this thing off to another planet, fill it with a bunch of iron ore. You can see the whole thing starting to list now, that the weight's over on one side. We'll get the back of the other side here to compensate it. And then we'll get this side. This ship will have weapons or not. Oh, probably just like, excuse me, a few GATs and a couple assault cannons just for defenses. So, 4 large cargo containers absolutely chock-a-block full. We are currently weighing 5.8 million tons. So if I go back to the thing and I discount the cargo and I just go 5.8, I need 8 large hydro. Yeah, 8 large hydros to lift. So with 12, see all that thrust before with 4 large cargo containers, look how slow that thrust is now to lift us off. We are using like full bore thrust, and look how slow we're slowing down. Damn. Fully weighed, like fully weighed down. This ship is still not bad. We take the gyroscope off so we can have full control. But still, this is pretty manageable. But you can see how much thrust you need to have 4 large cargo containers and it be able to fly. And how slow this thing is slowing down with just those 4 larges in the front. Because they have, it's so heavy. Alright. Gyro, dude. I can put that on my control bar here. Override off. Alright. Ow. Put that back. I can double up these thrusters on the side too, if I wanted to. Because I could do this. And then I could do this. But I don't think it needs it. I think the side to side is going to be very negligible. And also, if I need to, when I'm in atmosphere, I can just lean the ship a little slightly to the left or right and use the bottom to be able to compensate. Alright, that exploded. I don't think I need to. Then this can be serve room underneath here for jumps. So I got 4 jumps here. Oh, yeah, to take the jumps off. They overloaded the power on the ship, and the gyros turned off. And some of the thrusters turned off. Yep. I would need to have a large quantity of reactors on the ship. Let's just do that. That should be enough, I want to say. Let me plunk them back in. Yep, that's enough. They're charging. But yeah, this thing would definitely have some batteries. But I'm just throwing the reactors on for testing. God, I love the look of these thruster plumes. They're so sexy. And then off of this thruster here, 8 large cargo? Dude, you know how much thrust that would require? That would be ridiculous. Okay, let's figure that out. Let's figure out what 8 large cargo is. So this thing weighs about 1.5 million. So that's already 3 large thruster. 8 large cargo would mean 15 thruster. 8 large cargo, this thing wouldn't be able to fly. And that's, I haven't put on all the blocks yet, or armored it, or ammoed it, or like taking into consideration the weight of the jumps or anything like that. Like, this thing is already like full on heavy. Like, no shot. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Where do I put the landing legs? I want to put them like here. I want to make them custom. Yeah, I kind of want to make the landing legs custom. Custom knobs like this, and then I could put the large mag plates. That might actually look good on the ship this large. See, this is going to be like my ultra late game cargo ship. Like, this thing is going to be ridiculous when it's built in the series. Like, this is going to be built in like episode 30 or 40 sort of thing. Like, and this would be, God, it feels so heavy. I've established bases and resource extraction on like all of the different planets, and I just need to do cargo runs to go and get the resources. Okay, the large mag plates actually look decent. Oh, yeah, Takamiki, you enjoy your celebration, and see you next time, dude. I like this layout of this interiors here. I mean, yes, it's infinite hydrogen, but you have to remember that we have 12 downwards facing large hydros that are going to be going at full tilt to keep us in the air. It's gonna be have to. Like, this thing is gonna be a giant brick of thrust, but it needs it because there's no way else this thing would be able to fly. Is it using hydrogen? Oh, it is using hydrogen. Nice. Okay. Even though we're in creative. I think it's because I don't have any H2O2s on this thing. So I can see... it's empty in 23 minutes. And these are all at the same... a couple of them are at different levels. But it's like... So, if 30% is 22 minutes of flight time, 100% is about an hour. A little over, but like an hour and a few minutes. But like an hour of flight time at 100% fuel. But we have like 12 large hydros. Like the insane quantity of fuel that this thing will burn. And I don't think the point of this thing is to have H2O2 generators. Because this thing will not have enough power on board to refill its fuel. There's going to be a, from my understanding, because obviously there's going to be water mod in the next series as well, we're going to have a get rid of the stuff on the top left there. There's going to be a water mod planet or two, and on that planet, or somewhere where I can get ice, just infinite ice, because water mod's really easy. You can just put a collector in it and get infinite ice. And also on a planet, it's really nice because then you can just set up wind farms, so infinite power, and you can just have something just churning out hydrogen. And that is probably going to be a really good place to build a base, because then I can just have infinite fuel and just always have a giant, like 30, 40 large tank stockpile of fuel somewhere. And then when this thing comes and lands and fuels up, it can just slurp the entire fuel load in. And you're good. Resource nodes for ice. Yes, resource nodes for ice will be useful in some locations, but a resource node on ice is nowhere near as fast as a collector in water. So you'll need a bunch of resource nodes on ice in order to, because I'm talking about like the level of hydrogen production I need would to run this monster would be like 50, 60, 100 H2O2s. Because we're talking with the No More Free Energy mod, which makes it so they're ridiculously slow at making hydrogen. So you need a ton of them. So there's going to be a base somewhere in Season 5 that is literally just... it's going to be on one of the water planets, and it's going to have a collector down in the water, and then it's going to have like 50 H2O2s and like 20 hydrogen tanks, and it's going to be this massive fuel reserve. And when I come and land there, I'll just be able to land on it, extend out a little arm, and slurp up a full fuel tank, and then be able to take off and fly away. Because it'd be pretty easy for me to put a piston, like on the side here, then have a piston connector that I can... it would be a shame if Marine Pirates found that base. Well, thankfully, what you can do is, on the water mod actually extends for the whole planet, even under the terrain. So you can go inland, and you can dig yourself a cave, and you can you can get access to water in the cave. So I could theoretically do that. But yeah, I don't think I need a downwards large thrusters. Yep, I know, I've gotten around your silliness. I think I just need, like, these small thrusters. Probably a few more, probably where the gyros are. Small thrusters pointing downwards. Gyros can go along the central line, central cores. Yeah, I think this thing. I like the concept, so let's flesh it out. It's landed, so we can take away the reactors. Take away the gyros, because that's where I want downwards thrust. This thing's going to be very utilitarian. Not much armor. Just enough. And realistically, beyond what it has here, I think it just needs a layer of armor through the whole damn thing. Through the core. Just to seal up all this gaps. Because it's going to have like a cockpit bump on it, like somewhere over here. maybe they're, yeah, something like that. Or maybe right in the center there's just going to be this little bump. And that'll be the cockpit. Or maybe I just put a tiny little thing at the front. Who knows? It's not going to be pretty. This thing is going to be utilitarian as fuck. I'm tempted to move these thrusters one higher and one lower. I don't know. Did daily sacrifice to Clang yet today? I mean, my walkway's clanged out a couple times. That's enough, right? Clang knows that I'm good for it. Bats. Ring of reactors on each conveyor. I'm not sure if I need reactors on this thing. I think just some batteries will be fine. Because if I just change out some of these armor blocks with batteries, life is all of a sudden good. And also it's just nicely evenly distributed weight. Whoa! Huh? Why? Why? Why we rotate? Lack of gyros. That would do it. Okay. Gyros on our conveyors? Sure, why not? That's enough gyros. We're still going to rotate up slightly. Interesting. We rotate down when we're braking slightly. But it's acceptable. I want to go see how far this thing can jump. Fully loaded. What did it show me here? 1686. Only 1686 with 4? Damn. This thing's heavy as fuck. Alright, I gotta find another gyro to use as my override. Alright, gyro. On off. Okay. I know I'm fully loaded with iron, but that's how it would be when I would be coming home, so I need more jumps. I don't really have space for more jumps. Like, your planets that you've made are way further apart than that, right? Because I could do 6 jumps. They lose power. They need more batteries. There we go. What is this for jumps? Oh, so that's a charge. Charge in 6 minutes. Okay. Expect anywhere from 2,000 to 10,000 kilometer jumps. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm going to have to redesign this thing if I need to be able to jump 10,000 kilometers. Or I just have to make multiple jumps. I don't really want to. Because I wanted this thing to be like the end-all be-all. This like jumps once. Yeah, well. This should be able to do pretty big jumps if I add in some more drives. God damn, this thing's big and heavy. Oh! Oh, it's sunk through the train. Oh, it sunk through the terrain. Oh, God, that was scary. Theoretically, what I could do is I could do this. I could take that, put it there, and I could fit another drive into center. I can have now 7 drives. I could theoretically have 9, but let's see how far 7 take me. We just gotta wait a few minutes for those to charge. Fully recharged in a few minutes. Alright. Something like this is gonna be my end-all be-all cargo carrier. Just like giant honking ship. And then we'll have like turrets off of these kind of spots and such. You know, that kind of thing. Enough to be able to defend itself. Because this thing should, theoretically, hopefully, just get to orbit, do one giant jump, and get to orbit again. Also, Nat, I was contemplating putting that, Super Cruise mod. It's like from Elite Dangerous. Because that's kind of cool looking. But we could just use normal jumps. Yeah. Other than that, what time is it? God, what time is it? Oh no, I can't see. Oh, it's like almost 10 o'clock. Okay. I think after this thing's done charging and we figure out how far I can jump with 7 jumps, we can leave it there for the evening. As I do need to go to work in the morning. I still have to put together my bed because I washed my sheets today and they're just in a giant pile on my top of my bed. So I won't be able to sleep if I don't do that. But you can hopefully see my new logo and stuff. I think it looks amazing. And I'm really enjoying all the new pieces of art I have and such. So again, do a little tour of that. We can go to our Be Right Back screen. It just works so well. Just works so well. You got the starting soon screen with all its cool music. And I gotta add that music to the ending soon screen, which I should probably do that right now. What do I have? There we go. We got it on the ending screen as well. I'll change up that music, or screw around with find what music I enjoy there. Yeah, there's so many good stuff going on here with the channel. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it, and you're going to enjoy season 5. Sort of random clang noises on the BRB screen. Oh my god, that's awesome! You just gotta get me an audio file, or I gotta get myself an audio file that just has a random clang noises, and then I can just put it in the background, and it won't play all the time. I just have it on loop, but it would just be like a 2-minute long thing with a clang randomly, like every 30 seconds. And so it's just like completely normal music, and then just clang, 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 and then the music keeps going, and then just clang, clang. That would be amazing. Oh, okay. Well, that thing charges up. I like this ship. It's good. Although at some point, I'll probably make it a little bit bigger. Especially because what I could probably do, if I made this thing got a little bit more butt, I could put in a jump drive. Or if I wanted to, I could push in a jump drive somewhere in here. Because theoretically, there's enough space, like say right here, that I could sink a jump drive in there if I needed to. Wouldn't be pretty, but I could do it. But I could add a little bump to it and add a jump drive to this thing. And I think this thing could easily jump. Let's see how far this thing can jump with just a single drive. If I just slapped a drive on it and let it charge, I could probably jump the full 2K. Made it wider with the jump center line. Yeah, totally. Something I could do. Oop, some of the drives are charged. Just the center ones that I replaced need a bit more, which are 30 seconds. And this bad boy in the center is another 30 seconds. So cool. We're almost done. Jumps. They say 1600, but we're not fully charged yet. So when these charge, these should tell me a higher number if the world is correct. $3K. $3K with 7 drives. That ain't bad, but I could use some more. So, yeah, theoretically, this ship is going to need... Oh, God. Maybe like 7, 8... No. We have 7 on there right now. It's going to be more like 10, 12 drives to be able to jump from from one planet to another. 3K covers most of the solar system? Okay. And also, I can only jump outside of gravity well. So this thing has to be able to go from planet, get completely out of the realistic orbit gravity well, which is huge, and then jump to jump. And then descend through the realistic orbit gravity well. and then land. So, a lot of work there to be able to go from place to place. So 7, maybe I do the same thing on these, where I put 9 in, like that. So that'll be, if I'm adding 2 more, that should probably be more like, say, closer to 4K. Yeah, I can jump past the gas giant. But the point is that I won't, like, the planet's orbits, even though the gas giant's frickin' huge, and it's got a huge gravitational influence. The planets are going to have an influence of, like, I assume under 1K, right? 1,000 kilometers? And then I just have to go from the top of that gravity well to the top of the next planet gravity well, and then down. Are you done charging? Not yet. How close? 45 minutes. Okay, we're not. we're not waiting for that. And it doesn't have enough power generation on the ship because it's just got 2 hydrogen engines on it right now, which if I was actually building this in the series, I'd have a lot more batteries and a reactor and all that kind of shit. But yeah, just more shipbuilding. We got this thing fleshed out. We got the interior designed so that we have our nice, spacious, well laid out insides, and we got our mostly bare still. We still need some more work, maybe some LCDs of showing off some displays and like the couple more programmables so we can do the what's it called, the layout one that shows what blocks are damaged. And then we did an experiment for what would be a super heavy lifter, like Endgame ultra sized, like heavy lifter, to be able to carry, like, what does this thing have on it? It's got like 4 million ore. Yeah, each one has like over 1 million ore. So this thing has like 4.5 million ore on it. And it is capable of carrying that from one planet to another. So I could go to a planet, get like 4.5 million iron, and then come back to my base and drop it off, and then just be fine on iron for the rest of the series. This thing is going to be the C-130. Maybe this is a little too big for that. But I could make a downsized version of this that is 1 cargo container in the center and like 1/4 of the thrust in every direction. And that would be probably the first hauler I make. And then eventually I make this god thing, and it is capable of just like hauling everything. Because conceivably what I could do also is I could put a line down the center, or I could even just use one of these and catch it on the corner, but I could use it to haul other ships around as well. But that's gonna be it for now. We have all of the new effects and logos and everything like that, and I'm really excited about that. And I want to thank everyone for putting up with the fact that I didn't I did some live streaming, but I didn't make any videos for the past like couple months because I've been busy with a bunch of shit. And we're gonna go into a really fun winter, and hopefully a really good spring and summer next year too, because I'm expecting season 5 to I don't know, I'm trying to make it last like 8 months, something like that. What we got? 4 weeks a month, right? Ah, my brain doesn't want to do math. God damn it, stupid computer. Give me my calculator. 32 episodes? God, no, I'm probably going to go like 50 episodes. Yeah, it'd probably last a year. Maybe. Season 5. Or like 9 months, somewhere around there. Well, you could have a child during my season. So just the first day that Space Engineer, my season 5 comes out, get your wife pregnant. And then when the finale comes out, your kid will be born. Yeah. But that's going to be it for now. And I have all the cool outros and shit going to come on right now. So thanks for watching, and good hunting.